we're back for the round 3, back 9 of the OTB Open chase card.
There you see the scores from the front 9 of this final round.
Hello, babies.
We had Missy at a 1 down, Zoe at 1 down, Kona at 2 over, and Juliana at 1 over. Coming up on hole 10, relatively easy hole. Just come off of that long hole 9. Now this is a relatively short one.
This is a must-get birdie for the field. It's at 263. Most people go around the right side of that tree and try to land it just before the OB green.
You got the sand trap and the green to deal with close to this basket. 27% of the field birdied, including one Leah Sinigini.
Yes. Got him.
All right, here comes Zoe leading things off.
Inside. It's gonna skip up.
She basically gets up to the circle's edge. Juliana hanging it right. If she gets knocked down over there near the path. No OB over there. Avoids that tree.
Yep. Higher, wider line. Gets it in there in the circle.
And also playing that big wide gap. Pushes it a little left. She'll be just outside circle 1.
Great upshot. Should be a tap in for par.
See the putt. The green is behind. She leaves it close.
That's a tough one.
Zoe goes for it.
Oh, so close.
Caught some chains there.
Looks like an edge of circle putt. That was just a little too scary with the OB green.
Bang. Right off the bat, Missy cashes in a 2.
Love to see it. Missy going 1 under on the back 9 so far. And has the lead on the card.
Yeah, she's 2 down at this point. Putting a nice day together. See the rest of the card tapping out.
You can see the flag moving there. There was a little bit of wind picking up towards the end of the round. So you'll notice some of these putts might be a little trickier with the higher wind speeds.
And we move on to hole 11. You can see here, big fairway, par 4, Mando on the left side.
Yes, the Mando didn't come into play too much, I don't assume. I would say most of us are going out to the right side, trying to go in here on a hyzer line into the pin. So we'll be seeing a lot of people going right where this drone is flying over. This first drive is pretty important to make that second drive shorter. All of these ladies on the card can definitely get to the pin in 2 for their birdie. So let's see what they got.
All right, there you see the pin. Definitely don't want to be too far left here because it brings that sloping hill, which narrows your left side gap. I see right into the heart of the fairway. Shouldn't have any problem navigating the second window from there. Zoe following suit.
Similar spot. Should be 2 good drives there.
Yeah, I've seen players throughout the weekend go even farther right, which is sort of similar to what's happened to JK here, but really doesn't hurt you too much because most of these players still have plenty of distance to penetrate in close to circle 2.
Kona tries to stand up. Hyzer.
See that power?
That's a great drive.
Yeah, she can definitely open up full power here. One of those opportunities where she can use her distance to her advantage.
So it's about 300 to the pin from that tree. So Juliana getting into circle 2.
There you see the pin.
Looks like the edge of circle 1.
Zoe pushing a little wide right. Looking for a skip back in. She gets it.
Missy a little low.
Ooh, she's trying to go the more direct route. And again, that hill comes into play. Kona following a similar line with her forehand. She has the opposite problem. She goes a little high.
Yep. So hers gets knocked down right at in circle 2.
Here comes Missy. Her approach. Oh, she puts it right into her range. Yeah, there you see the difficulty of pushing a little too far right and deep.
So
That
Zoe
large
goes
tree comes into play.
It goes between the trees. Kona, good bid. Had the height. JK just a little low. Looks like she had a crosswind.
There's that crosswind for Missy. She sticks it right in the center of the chains for par. Kona will get her par.
Yeah.
So a star par for our card here.
Twelfth most difficult hole on the day.
Played just under par.
Only 4 birdies there. All right, moving on to hole 12. This is another par 3 where definitely looking to score here. It's a protected green and OB right. We had only 12% birdies on this final day.
Also only 4 birdies. We'll see a lot of them try to maybe hanging it out a little wide right over the water. But a straighter shot is the safer shot. So let's see how many of them go straight at it or hyzer into it.
274 feet. Missy. Now there's a green to the left. And she tests it, but she's not in danger there. So again, looks like we're with a headwind off the tee, but as you see, the flag is relatively still.
Looks like a mid-range for JK right at it.
Great shot for JK. Kona, again, she can sense the moment. She knows she wants to try and put some 2s on the board.
Did she knock the tree there?
She caught something as she was entering the green area. Missy plays it safe to the base of the basket.
Same for Zoe.
She finds her target. Yeah, one of the more beautiful greens on the course, but those trees definitely made for a lot of varied reactions throughout the weekend.
Yeah, I doinked off of one of them and got a roll away into circle 2
Oh no.
on round 1. So I got a taste of those.
Kona wants this, but pushes it a little right. See the wind really whipping now. As you mentioned, started to pick up 2 holes ago. And now it's going to be an issue for the rest of the round. It's one of the interesting things about the layout here at Swenson Park. With the varying directions of the tees, you really get a variety of looks at the wind.
Yes, even in our practice rounds, you made notes of which is head or tail or crosswinds, and they kind of switched up a little bit for some of them.
Mm-hmm. All right, another beautiful hole here. Another water carry. Hole 13.
My favorite hole. I loved the shape of the shot. I didn't see too many people go over the water. I practiced over the water, but then I decided to play it safe in the tournament. So I used my flex flick. Most people will be doing flex backhands.
Mm-hmm.
But you might see, maybe Kona might throw a forehand here.
All right, Missy is up first on the tee. She's been pushing just to the right of this first tree you see, skipping off the bare ground. And she does it again on day 3. Not quite as close as day 2, but well within her range. Zoe up next.
Zoe pushing it more right. She gets easily into circle 2.
Definitely a treacherous green, water within circle 1 on the back edge.
Mm-hmm. Same spot for JK. Looks like Kona's going backhand.
She does. Needs to get down. And it scoots into a similar position as Zoe and JK. She'll be a little bit closer. There you see that treacherous green. Tailwind for the players.
Smart golf 3 layups.
And we'll see some pars there. Missy will have her shot at 2. Oh.
Ooh, it sticks.
It's in the bottom of the basket, folks. And that's 2.
Great 2 by Missy. That's a scary putt for sure. Looks like it was about 25 feet.
Scary putt for sure. And she sticks it. All right. Zoe to clean up. And she's in for par as well. All right. Good 2 there for Missy. She gets another stroke. And we're off to hole 14. One of my favorite stretches of the golf course here.
Yes, it starts to get trickier and trickier.
Yeah, the momentum really, I think, picks up on hole 10. And then it's just hit after hit all the way home.
So this one is an interesting tee shot. Most people are going to go before that big bush on the right and land in the fairway to get their second shot under these big trees. Most people will be trying to stay away from the water, so if we can get shots that land right around in here, that'll be for an easy par. For excellent drive, you can get all the way into the green here for your birdie 3.
All right, Missy to lead things off here. And she takes that left side route of the big bush, and she's in a good position.
Zoe with the same line. And there's some geese popping into the fairway to say hi.
Did you manage to have any animal encounters over your tournament?
We saw the mama geese that was very much protective of her geese, her little eggies.
Or eggs and goslings, or she was still nesting?
She was nesting on 14 here.
Wow.
So lots of hissing. I've never heard so many geese hiss at us before because there were just babies everywhere.
They're fairly decent communicators. They let you know when you enter their space. And we were definitely invading their space, so shout out to the geese and the fox.
Good communication skills.
You saw Kona's drive going deep and left. The rest of the players following up with their fairway approaches. Again, as Leah mentioned, you'd really like to be up into these shadows, up past these trees on your second shot. But yeah, there's stealing to work with.
Yeah, with a tee shot, you need some serious distance on this second shot for a chance at birdie. So I would suspect most of the field is just trying to have have a long second shot for an easy par.
Yeah. All right, here's the Kona. Farthest off the tee. A little bit wider angle. Needs to avoid the
Playing it
tree.
safe there. She hyzered it into that tree, so all of them will have relatively short upshots.
Missy with a nice up. And there's probably 40 feet to the water behind this pin, so players aren't too worried about that, but you have to be mindful of it. A odd carom off the basket and things can get tricky.
Mm-hmm.
Juliana scoots it up. Again, it's a great birdie if you can get it, but no disappointment in par here. Zoe with a great putt.
I imagine this played as one of the harder holes, especially with the tee shot.
This did rate as the 5th most difficult hole on the 3rd day, with 0 birdies carded.
No birdies.
Here we see JK gets her par. Nicely done.
I think the hole might benefit from maybe a different tee area.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
It didn't allow for us to get too much distance off the tee, so 7-11 feet, not normally a hard distance for FPO to birdie, but with the tee shot, I think it's just a little too hard.
And Missy gets her par. Okay. Players happy to get off with a star par there as we march to hole 15.
This one was definitely one of the more interesting holes. They pulled back the tee pad to make it a par 4 compared to MPO's par 3. So we get a layup to the front of this water and then a second shot over the water onto the green area. There's a lot of safe space behind the pin. So really you just want to make sure you get it over the water on your second shot.
Missy to lead things off. Turns it over just a little bit, but she should be okay over there.
It's about 300 to that water, so they're all making sure they just keep it under that just to shorten the upshot but not go OB.
And we see Zoe getting to a nice spot there.
That's good placement.
All right. Next up, Juliana Korver. Oh, this looks like it's very well placed. A little left, but again, gives a nice angle at the basket.
Great shot. She might have that palm tree a little in the way. See how she navigates that.
Again, Kona measuring her drive here. Not happy with it off the tee.
She thinks it's probably too low. Probably didn't get much distance.
Yeah, this is some grabby grass here on this fairway. All right, here we see Juliana's lie. Attacks the pin.
She's keeping it right away from the palm tree and lands it in the circle.
Great shot there. Kona with the hyzer. Deep at the pin and just outside circle 1. All right, big shot here. Going at the pin.
Looks like the wind's carrying it a little.
Oh, no, and she's found the water. Now she'll advance to the edge of the pond and rethrow.
So that must mean that she did not make it across.
Now, I did get a little insider info here. When I spoke with Zoe after the round, she had a momentary lapse, and she didn't remember the caddy book. And she didn't think it was she thought it was an island, even though it's not. So initially, she was trying to keep it shorter and closer to the pin and avoid going long OB. So it sort of explains the train of thought there. But here she is, just outside that wall.
Yes, so anything outside of this wall was still in bounds.
more of a visual island. Kona
Maybe
doesn't want to test that OB behind the basket.
Yeah, maybe for spectators too.
Mm-hmm.
So JK gets the birdie. Awesome.
Great 2 there. Wow.
And same for Missy. That puts her at 4 under.
Awesome putt. 3 birdies so far on this back 9. She's making a charge here.
Mm-hmm.
Kona's going to collect her par. And moving right along. Hole 16. 4th most difficult hole in the day. The hole is marked by OB left with the cart path.
Yes. So on or beyond the cart path is OB. This inside route, you'll see most people play. They'll flex it through those trees and then shoot another shot straight through this middle tree here.
Some notorious
and onto the
grabby
pin.
trees here.
Yes. They knocked a lot of discs down.
And there you see the green. Now, there is a golf green to the right if you end up going right of that bushy pine. Missy is going that way, but she's going to hyzer away from the green. She was dealing with that pine tree all 3 rounds.
Mm-hmm. It's right in that spot if you're hyzering it in there.
This should sit down. She's right in that nice landing zone.
Kona takes the flex shot up the middle.
Yeah, initially OB, but again, safely back in bounds and gets some nice distance there. Big swing there from Zoe. Should be in a similar spot to Missy. Playing it super low, under that low branch. Kind of testing that left side cart path, but she's safe.
That's a good shot on a low ceiling.
Definitely. Again, similar low ceiling for Missy. Oh, and she avoids the skinny tree. Great shot. All right, here's Juliana. Finding the line. A little low. But she's in a good spot there.
Look out, geese.
I know. Just on their own planet. Planet Earth. All right.
Low off the hands.
Yeah, I know Kona was shooing geese all weekend. Very, very animal friendly, but maybe they were in her head there. Zoe. A little being alone. Kona's forehand. Missy again safely past those trees, and she's just going to put it close to the basket. Get her par.
Same thing.
The geese definitely making their presence known here. All right. Tough wind read here for Zoe. Right to left.
Oh, good bid.
Kisses right side chains, but tickles out. Let's see if Kona can make the correction. Oh, and it tops off, and unfortunately no good.
That one looks like it's ripping.
Seems like we've had 4 or 5 looks here where Kona was definitely hoping to be on the other side of the basket. Easy to tap in her par.
Same for JK.
Left it leaning there. Elevated basket, no problem for these guys. And we're off to hole 17. Second most difficult hole on the day.
I believe it.
Lots of OB with the water on the right. You've got a golf green left, which is close to the landing area. Some of these ladies are going to be reaching to the left of these golfers there.
So I've been seeing a surprising number of flex shots up through the middle where the drone flew through. There's also a hyzer route on the right side that the righties will be taking with their backhands. And then this second shot, depending on the wind, you just got to be brave to go for it on the peninsula. A lot of them will be keeping it safe on the left side and then just pitching up for their par. But let's see if any of them can get their birdies here.
There you can see OB water within circle 1, treacherous green. Let's see how they play it.
Missy trying to go up the middle. And that's a pretty good shot there.
Juliana, right up the gut. That should be a good spot.
Kona going up the middle too. And hyzering out close to Missy. Maybe a little further.
Should be a good spot there as well. All right, Zoe's up next. Oh, floats a little high. And she managed to escape the trees though. It found a line.
That's a good set of drives.
Let's see this beautiful shot here around this large oak.
Missy playing it safe, hyzering out to the left.
And back into the fairway. All right, let's see how aggressive Kona gets here. Similar play.
She's pushing it.
She did.
That's a great shot.
Awesome shot from Kona there. It'll be a tester, but I think she's going for that one. Zoe hangs it out over the water, and she is safely up. Great shot from Zoe. See Juliana with great positioning here off the tee.
That's a lot of water to carry over. And she makes it.
What a great set of shots there. Aggressive approaches to the green.
Yeah, that is not the whole card, basically.
We've got some birdie looks. Missy lays up. All right, let's see what Kona can come up with here. She's floating, wants to drop it in. It's safe right there. Water behind. Beautiful shot there.
You got it, Zoe.
Gallery to our left on the hole 12 viewing area. The lead card just behind us. Huge moment. Oh, it's just left.
Great effort.
All right, our final birdie to look here for JK.
Not quite. A little nose down.
And it turns out 0 birdies on hole 17 there on day 3.
Oh, wow.
So a very
Also
tough hole, second most difficult, as we
Yeah,
said.
not surprising with the wind.
Yeah, you can see definitely affecting the player's shots here as soon as you come out of the wooded area off the tee. And Missy will go ahead and tap out. We've only got 1 hole left. Aw.
So we got Missy at 4 down. We have JK at, let's see,
She's at 1 down here on the back 9.
1 down.
Zoe is at... She's at what?
3 over?
3, yeah.
Yeah, she's at 3 over.
Yeah, she might even be 5 over right now. It was a quad bogey on hole 15. And then we move to Kona. who comes in at 1 over on the back 9. Hole 18. Bringing it home. It's a par 4. Par 5. That's true. Par 4 for the men, par 5 for the women.
I saw several eagles this weekend.
Awesome eagle from Kona in round 2 to finish off her round.
I think at least one from Katrina. She might have eagled it twice. And then I know Ella got hers from circle 2. And
8 birdies from the field on hole 18. Plays as the 14th most difficult hole.
good set of drives so far.
Zoe gets up to that landing area as well. Kona working through the center of the fairway. Great shot. Right up to the catch can.
Leaves her about 200 to the pin.
Juliana's flex shot. Missy with a nice window there. A little low. Again, she'll be looking at 230 to the pin. Zoe advances nicely.
So all of them will be going for their third shot. Should try to get in there for birdie on the last hole. JK's, did you see where it went?
It's a little right there, and then her upshot, I think, is just short and right of the pin. Missy playing off those burns. Very well done.
Gives her about a 25-footer for her birdie attempt.
All right, Zoe wants to finish this round right as well. Oh, this approach. Oh, a little deep. And she curls back to just outside circle 1. On the site of her big shot yesterday, Kona sends the forehand. Ooh, kind of buzzes the tower again.
A little long as well.
Yeah, there you see JK just at the base of the hill for an easy up. She'll get her par.
There is a nice-sized gallery behind the camera here.
Wow.
Sneaks it in for the bird.
Great putt. 38-footer from Zoe.
Nice little step putt.
Awesome way to finish the round. And here comes Kona. Wants the birdie.
Oh, gives it a good bid. A little high.
Definitely a good chance there. And now I think Missy will be up. Trying to secure her birdie to finish off a 4 down, back 9 to get to 5 down on the final round.
Looks to be about just over 20 feet.
She's been confident with the putter all day. She has to feel good about this. Takes her time.
In the bucket.
That's a whole lot of change on that frisbee.
That was dead center for Missy.
Wow.
Gets her birdie 4.
Great way to finish that round. Gets her all the way up to solo 4th.
That's a good putt to make to get solo 4th.
You see Kona. She finishes tied for 8th. Great tournament, though. I know she knows that she can improve on that. We're going to see her very soon.
Great showing by our chase card here.
Yep, JK finishes at 6th, Zoe at 7th. There you see the final leaderboard here for the OTB Open. Congratulations, Paige Pierce.
Yes.
Huge,
Down the stretch, that Paige and Katrina matchup.
Yeah, it was awesome. They were battling
very tight.
right to the last hole.
I was watching it.
And there you have it. It's final round coverage, OTB TV. Leah, thanks so much for being here. You've been incredible.
This was so much fun. Thank y'all for having me.
All right. Stay tuned on the OTB YouTube channel for more coverage coming up soon. And we thank you for tuning in.